Good morning, Finley Dreamers.
Good morning, Mrs. Adams.
And good morning, Finley Scholars.
Good morning, Mr. Miller.
And good morning, Finley family.
Good morning, Mr. Kirby. And today you see I'm in Mrs. Campero's kindergarten class. I'm excited to hear from some of them as well. It's going to be a really good start to the day, as always.
It's going to be a really good start. Here's how I can tell. Every single student and adult is wearing their mask properly. And of course, Mr. Kirby and I are not wearing our mask because we're in our office with the door closed. So we're breathing our own air and no one else's. But maybe you have heard that more and more people are getting sick lately. And so that's why Nurse Lori keeps reminding us that this is a very good way to keep yourself from getting sick. It might not prevent everything. You might still get a cold. You might still get strep throat, but we're just hoping to keep everybody well so that we can all be here and learn together, even though when somebody's sick, we help each other out. Mrs. Campero's room has had somebody help when Mrs. Campero is sick. And some days, students are sick. But when I see you, Mr. Miller, and all the students behind you wearing their mask over their nose and listening carefully and communicating with a loud voice and with eyes and with gestures, it just tells me that even our youngest students know how to keep everyone else healthy. And that is a great way to start the day.
Yes, it is. And I was looking down at my little notes, so I did miss this. I was going to say a lot more Friday, but I didn't get it all in. So I'm going to talk about some of the things I wanted to talk about Friday today. I want to give some shout outs to a few students out there because I want the whole school to hear it. That's for sure. The first shout out is to Marcus in Mrs. Spritzer's room. Lately, when I take that class down to the lunchroom every day, and he's been my helper beside me. He's got my sign that says level 0, and he points to it. He doesn't use a voice because we're level 0 in the hallway. He gives a thumb up for a job well done, and he watches where he's going to be safe when he's walking, backwards in a sense, looking at the class like I would do it. So he's modeling my behavior, but yet doing what's needed for his whole class. So he's doing a fabulous job with them. So I'm proud of him. And then I want to say a shout out to Joshua in kindergarten. I mean, talk about doing the right thing last week at the end of the week. I mean, he's listening, he's getting his work completed. He's trying to make all these great choices in the room to learn more and more every day. So thanks, Josh. I'm very proud of you too. And I'm very proud of this class behind me, of course. They're similar to Mr. Sun's class in the fact that they're really good at routines. Really good. You can see them behind me. They're in kindergarten. They're in kindergarten right now. They're at a level 0 behind me, and they're listening to what I have to say and to what you were saying before. So I'm going to turn around just a minute here, slowly, and I'm going to call on someone. What do you do when you're listening to the teacher in the class? Who can tell me what you do?
You raise your hand.
You raise your hand if you want to talk, but when you're listening, what do you do to listen? I agree.
Raise your hand.
But again, I hear you, but what do you say? When you're listening, what do you look like?
You say something.
You say something, but when you're listening, what's your body look like?
Level 0.
You look just like that. You're at a level 0. What else do you do? Okay, great. You're putting your hands in your lap. What else do you do?
Be level 0 when the teacher is talking.
Exactly. So you're doing the right thing as we speak. Don't you just love it? They're trying to do the right thing. They're trying to get used to this camera and this recording. No one's perfect though, but it's really working well. So great job to this class. And remember, keep doing the great job in the lunchroom too at a level 0 on that lunch line. That is really working out. We saw a great difference in there Friday when we first started that procedure. What do you think, Mr. Kirby? Did you notice it?
I did notice it, and I shout out to the kindergarten class, half of them behind you. The other half, of course, is Miss Osborne's. You know, it occurs to me, they're almost halfway through with their year of being a kindergartner. So, you know, it won't be long before they'll be in first grade, and they know how we do school. They know, as they just demonstrated, what it looks like to be a learner and be a listener. And that's so important as we think about all the things that we do each day to learn, to cooperate, and to collaborate, and be creative as we grow and learn each day. So I've seen it. They've got it. You named it.
Do you want to hear Rylan? He's got a shout out. He's going to use a big voice. He's ready to
Please.
talk to us. Go ahead, Rylan. Say you have a shout out.
I have a shout out.
Shout
Shout
out.
out.
Shout out for all the teachers and all the students who helped me with your math.
Excellent. That's important encouragement, Rylan, for everybody to hear that. And somebody like you having the leadership and the voice to say, hey, keep it up, keep up the good work. So thank you. That is so important. Make sure you shout out to somebody today. If you see somebody doing good work today, don't be shy. Let them know it, as long as it's appropriate and we don't have to be at level 0. But even a nonverbal, right? We can do all kinds of things to encourage each other. And that is so important as a Findlay family. And it's so important as we think ahead to your futures, because these are the skills that don't come in books. They're important for you to learn as we interact each day, because someday you may find yourself in college. So kindergarten, are you ready for the college cheer? All right.
1, 2, ready, go. 2, 4, 6, 8. When does 5th grade graduate?
20, 33.
2, 4, 6, 8. When does 4th grade graduate?
20, 34.
2, 4, 6, 8. When does 3rd grade graduate?
20, 35.
2, 4, 6, 8. When does 2nd grade graduate?
20, 36.
2, 4, 6, 8. When does 1st grade graduate?
20, 37.
2, 4, 6, 8. When does kindergarten graduate?
20, 38.
Findlay Dreamers, dream big. We believe.
We believe.
Full hearts.
Whole hearts.
Better together.
Better together.